All right, welcome to another film breakdown. Look, I did no audio last time to try and not get copyright. It worked until about a few hours later, got copyright again. AC Network is bullshitting. They're claiming that I'm taking it from their YouTube. I'm not. I'm taking it from Synergy. So clearly, no audio doesn't work either. So what we're going to do is we're going to put audio back in this one. I'm going to try and figure out another loophole to where I don't have copyright on these damn film breakdowns. So we're going to put audio back in this one because right now it just does not matter, and it flows better for you guys. So look, inching away to 1,000 subscribers. So I appreciate you guys. And this was an easy one, a fun one, a quick one that we're going to break down. Duke dominated Cal. Cal's bad, very bad. And yeah, so Duke dominated an inferior opponent, bounce back win, and we're going to go right into it.
First is ACC members.
We see immediately Duke going to try to take advantage of the 6'6".
And look, Corey Alexander was right there. One of the few times that, look, Duke right away takes advantage of the mismatch. Sion James in the post with his facilitating abilities. I think they said on this broadcast he leads the ACC in assist-to-turnover ratio. And look, you get him down there to where he can survey the floor like Cooper Flagg's done this year, but now it's Sion against a smaller guard, and he just gets out of there, attracts two, skip pass open, and Tyrese Proctor has been on a heater for Duke so far in these last 4 games, and he starts out early.
Difficult that first game, the midweek Wednesday game, or the Saturday game once you've been here and got an opportunity to get acclimated.
Both of them are difficult. The first one you just didn't hit.
And that's, look, Tyrese Proctor, I love this shot for him. He's done it. He did it very well last year to end the year, and he's done it efficiently this year. I tweeted it earlier today that his biggest improvement in his career at Duke so far is dribbling or scoring off the dribble. His freshman year, he shot 29%. Sophomore year, he shot 38%. And this year, he's shooting 49%. So this is high level for Proctor. Love to see the increase year to year. And look, he's also shooting a career high at 40% from 3 this season.
Difficult. The first one you just didn't hit.
Blue Devils will have the ball after the rejection by Sissoko a moment ago. 10 to shoot, though. Very quickly as James handles the possession. Flagg, fall away.
I mean, that was easy peasy. I have this clipped up just because Cal's defense is atrocious right here. Just atrocious. I don't know what's happening. Like, I think they're in man. It looks like they're in man. But this big guy has no idea where Flagg is, what he's doing. He's just standing in the paint, and it's like he's a soccer goalie, and it's just like, hey, don't let the ball get behind you. That's your job. Don't let the ball get behind you. Flagg catches it with no resistance, and now very little resistance. Flagg gets to his spots and 2 dribbles and makes an easy one.
All the way, left to Luke now on the run. Here's Malual. Tyrese tees up a deep 3 that's good.
You go under ball screens against Duke, you're going to pay the price, and Cal found out with going under Tyrese Proctor.
We watched them go over.
Duke by 7. Knipple will pull up. Oh, look at the shot over Dort. Malual fights for the offensive chance. Gillis a 3. Got it.
Welcome back, Mason Gillis. The only thing I'll criticize you with about that shot is no pump fake. It really hurt my feelings. I like you to pump fake and then do something else. But all jokes aside, it was nice to see Mason Gillis back in the fold, hitting a 3 in his first action in 2-3 games?
By saying you're not going to be.
And well, I know. I'm making one exception.
Biased, by the way.
I'm allowed one exception.
Here's Flagg on the drive.
Feels like Duke scores 100% of the time in this ISO set for Flagg, the crawl screen, down screen action that we've talked about this whole season. Flagg can catch it at the 3-point line for the love of God. He's going to either score, or if you double him, he's going to throw the skip and hit a guy that's going to hit a 3. And here, ISO on an island, just too much for Cal. Simplicity with this Duke offense works a lot of the times, and there's just give it to the best player and get out of the way.
And this is a good opportunity for Caleb Foster to build some confidence, get going, and find his way truly to being part of this run for the Blue Devils. They're going to need him as this season goes along.
If Malual is going to hit that, then just pack up and go home. GG's. Look, we saw when he was playing in the Olympics that he can hit some outside shots, but it's still not to an efficient percentage. But I do give Malual credit here because earlier in the possession, I mean, this is just disrespectful for a guy that can at least shoot it decently. I know his numbers, I think it was like 1 of 7 or 1 of 8 from 3 this year with like 3 air balls. But we have film that he can shoot from the perimeter. And for Cal to treat him like Elliot Cadeau is just insane here. I mean, that's disrespectful. So I'm glad when he handed this off and he called it, as the defender was actually closer than the previous time he just called it, he let it fly with no hesitation. So big job on Malual, and it's something NFL would be great. 7'2" wide receiver. NBA scouts are loving to see.
You're going based upon his last name.
Yes.
Here's Flagg.
And here, I really clipped that one up quickly. Whoops. But we already seen this on Twitter. Shout out to my guy, Sean Billerman. He had this. He clipped this up, and I'm just going to repeat what he talked about, and it's basically setting a screen on the middle guy in the 2-3 zone. Again, this guy has – I don't know this guy's name, but this guy in the 2-3 zone is clueless, was clueless in this game, didn't know how to guard Duke at all, and Malik Brown just shields him, posts up to get him out of the way, and lets Cooper Flagg get an easy dunk. Just post seal, lets Cooper Flagg catch it in the dunker spot, and Cooper Flagg does exactly what somebody does in the dunker spot, and he dunks it.
Proctor against Ola Joseph. Here's Knipple. Baseline and good.
Knipple, he had a quiet game. Duke didn't need him to really do much as Duke cruised the whole way. But I wanted to clip this up because this is what intrigues me about Knipple currently for Duke, but also at the next level. Again, if you're an NBA scout, he's coming off of this. It's essentially just one down screen. It looks like it's going to be a double stagger, but Slim moves out of the way, so it's a down screen. He catches, and then he does a really good job having the body bump and then sidestep to get separation from the defender, and that's good stuff. That's high-level stuff by Kahn Knipple, and something that I like to see. He does it on his drives when he goes middle, but to see him go to the corner and doing this going baseline, that's a pro shot. That's a good look.
Smart play by Knipple floor, and then when you get easy baskets as such, Coach, for a scorer, you love to see your top guys getting a transition, right?
Yeah, that's the kind.
Just need this more consistently from Common Malual. Like this is the type of film that he put on in this game is what NBA scouts, GMs want to see from Common Malual. So Malual was dominant. I think he had a double-double, good ball screen, and then really good job by Proctor to attract two. Again, the center for Cal was in hell all game, and he tries to swipe on Proctor, so he overcommits. You throw it up to the big fella, and then Cal's man gets put on a poster by Common Malual. If Malual can do this in a big-time environment for Duke, that would be massive for the run that Duke can make in March.
Half two. Flagg against Petritis. Tough matchup for Reedus.
Cannot help.
Proctor.
Jim Boeheim said it best. Cannot help. Again, this is the ISO play for Flagg to do something with it. Gets it knocked away. So good initial defense by California. And then two guys are on Cooper Flagg. Jim Boeheim says cannot help because Tyrese Proctor, like I said at the beginning of the video, is shooting 40% from 3 this season. Wide open look. Bang.
Crease. Fall away is short off the front rim, and here's Flagg.
They just don't give you anything easy.
Cooper through traffic and one.
And that is why Cooper Flagg is the #1 overall pick in the draft. coast to coast, gets a rebound, and just does not matter who's in front of him. Surveys the floor, finds a spot to the left with the offhand, right into the big man for Cal, and one.
This game, he took his time, he got in the lane, and got a really good shot.
But playing against Duke is one of the very few teams that will allow you to play one-on-one because they force you to have to make great individual plays to beat them.
Proctor scores.
Proctor and pick and roll these last few weeks, man, just been phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let me go. I'm trying to go farther back here. So initially, this is a read for Isaiah to come off this double. You can either come off the double screen, you can come off the single screen like he did, or he can back cut. The back cut is called a Ricky, or he can curry, which is a curl, or he can tight curl or tight curry. And so he goes off of one. Cal's guy is riding him pretty well, so he is now going to curl and get out instead of going over with Malik Brown. And now, since Isaiah is out of there, Malik Brown's going to set a screen for Proctor. Proctor takes an interesting route to get open, but normally Proctor would go over. He would curl this, but the way Cal's defending him, he thinks it's better to go underneath, so he does, and it works. And now we're in ball screen action. Use the ball screen well, gets a good angle, and is attacking Malik Brown's guy, where Malik Brown's defender doesn't know, hey, should I stop ball or should I go back to Malik? Because Proctor has his initial defender in hell. He's behind him. There's nothing he can do. He has him sealed off. Nice in and out dribble to create separation. Gets a nice angle, lays it in. Proctor playing at a high level.
It's just too hard in my mind to make kids travel that much 4 times across the country and playing games and being away from home. I think it's just too hard.
And I think the ACC can help by eliminating at least one of those trips.
Again, number 1 pick for a reason, Cooper Flagg. But the reason I clipped this up is Caleb Foster. Just be assertive, be confident. Be confident. Just seems like he's just doing too many movements. My hands weren't in the frame there. Doing too many movements. Just go somewhere. Go somewhere. He catches, pump fake, fine. But then it's a jab. And the jab works because now he creates separation to where the defender's giving him the middle of the lane. Attack the middle of the lane. You're set up to immediately explode and get to the AC logo and your defender's beat. Instead, now you're back in the triple threat position, and the one area you should not drive is to your right because Malik Brown is standing right there, and there's 2 defenders in a short area. The middle of the floor is your best friend. You had it. You just had it. And so now we're going to attack right instead of left. You're driving to Malik Brown. Malik Brown's trying to get out of the way. He's like, shit, here comes Caleb Foster. And now he's going to screen his own guy to give you some sort of angle to the rim. But you pick up your dribble, and now you throw it out, which is fine. Duke ends up getting a bucket out of this with Cooper Flagg. But Caleb Foster had his guy early in this whole play. And beginning of the year, Caleb Foster, that's an immediate attack. He could attack right now. Your defender is coming out. He's closing out on the right side. You just dribble with your left arm, left hand, and get to the ACC logo, floater, or finish at the rim, whatever. It says pump fake, jab step, jab, and then you're driving to where Malik Brown is, and now Malik Brown's just kind of in the way. Just little things like that is why he's in his head, and it's just, hey, play basketball. Just hoop. Just hoop.
At least one of those trips as we see Cooper Flagg go to the – you got to play somebody.
Yeah, they're trying to cut back on the ACC.
There's steal by Flagg in the open floor. Hey! Ho!
Number 1 pick in the draft to the Charlotte Hornets. Please.
This is way back. He used to get 2 or 3 offensive rebounds every game because he would just go right for it.
Yeah. They say that the person that misses the shot knows where it's going.
Yeah.
In my mind, I never missed one, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about that.
Oh, Proctor.
If Proctor can finish at the rim like this, can continue to finish at the rim like this efficiently, then he's going to have legit draft capital. He's going to have he's going to be a draft prospect that will be in the first round because that is the area of his game where he's struggled with all 3 years in terms of shooting around the rim. It's borderline 50% this year, and you want that as a guard to be high 60s. But in this game, God, he was getting to the cup and finish around the cup, and that's great news for Duke. But I'm backing this up because this is the same play Duke ran earlier where Malik Brown sealed his guy. Cooper Flagg called it in the dunker spot and then dunked it. Same exact play, but this time it's defended better. There's Malual setting the screen on the middle guy, the 2-3 zone. There's Flagg. It's a tight window because the guy that's guarding Knipple in the corner is taking up the passing lane, so Proctor can't throw it over to Flagg. So it's okay. Duke's still in something. Just pass it. He does. Now screening the guy in the 2-3 zone and then go make a play. Again, Proctor, if he can finish around the rim, dude, consistently for Duke to end this season, good things will come. Good things will come.
High off the glass over Sissoko.
National championship to boot. So, but he had a great freshman class along with him, and Trey Jones, Justice Winslow.
Yep. Out of the corner, James.
2 things here. Good things happen when Malik Brown facilitates. When he passes the ball, I'm like, that's going to be a dot. That's points on the board. Second thing, when Sion James catches and shoots the ball, I mean, it might as well put 3 points on the board. The dude catching shooting, his efficient field goal percentage is 73%. 73%. That is insane. Insane. I'm pulling up on my Twitter right now because I already tweeted about this with Sion James. So his catch and shoot threes, he's shooting 49% off catch and shoot. 73% efficient field goal percentage. So when he catches and shoots it, there's a 50% chance he's going to make it.
Out of the corner, James.
Leadership, and no question as to why he was going to be great in life. And now we see he gets to actually tell Jim Boeheim what to do. I tell you what, my guy Will Black is absolutely made, and my man Bob Black has to be proud of his son.
Yep.
That is one of the greatest overstatements.
Again, Proctor getting to the rim, getting in the paint, can make those. God, that's going to help Duke so much.
Starting lineup. I talked with Garrett earlier today, their, of course, sports information director, and asked, is there a number of games?
And that's where I want to finish with. Caleb Foster. Like I said earlier, when he hesitated, 3 times and just didn't go to the middle of the floor, here's no hesitation. Here he's playing to the flow of himself. He's in rhythm with his body, and then there's the middle of the floor open. Instead of attacking the right side, he finally attacks the middle. Good things happen. Uses his big frame. He's 6'5", shields off the smaller defender, lays it in, and that's the Caleb Foster Duke needs. Look, when Caleb Foster is on, that is great news for Duke. And look, Duke's going to need him to be something off the bench because against Auburn, Isaiah had 16, which was great, and that really helped Duke, gave Duke a spark. But Caleb Foster had 11 against Auburn. And in the games that Duke lost, Caleb Foster didn't show up. And Duke's going to need him to show up even if it's 8 minutes a game. He just needs to play within himself and play with the confidence and assertiveness to get to the rim. When he gets to the rim, good things happen for Duke. And so this is a quick breakdown, a short breakdown, but I like these. I take these anytime I can get them. We're 19 minutes long, cruise to a nice win. Duke plays this weekend against Stanford at home. That'll be interesting. Hopefully Jalen Blakes plays. He's been out, I think, due to concussion for Stanford, but be a nice homecoming for Jalen Blakes. And I'll see you guys after the Stanford and Duke game.